Hello, and welcome to In Novato, a new monthly TV show produced by Novato Community Television. I'm your host, Pam Hazley. The show features the people, the places, and the events that Novato is known for. We're opening this month's show from the Farmers Market in the beautiful downtown Grant Avenue. In this month's show, we'll feature highlights from Novato's annual Greek Festival, a celebration that's taken place for over 40 years. Seroptimist International of Novato is the longest-running program at Novato Community Television. See who the special guest is this month. And well-known real estate agent Margaret Capranos provides helpful information on property tax exclusions. But first up, the City of Novato had the pleasure of swearing in a new police chief, Adam Mcgill. Let's take a look.
At City Hall in downtown Novato, Adam Mcgill was sworn in as the chief of the Novato Police Department. Mcgill had considered becoming a policeman since the age of 13, but after witnessing a local merchant get robbed, he decided then to dedicate his life to serving in the police force.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Constitution.
Mcgill previously served as the police chief in Truckee. Through direct involvement in the community, especially working with the youth of the town, Mcgill improved resident and police relations while reducing drug and alcohol abuse.
Without any mental reservation or purpose evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties.
I will well.
After the retirement of Jim Berg, the former police chief of Novato, Mcgill applied for the job.
Which I'm about to enter as the chief of police for the city of Novato.
Congratulations.
Denise Athis, mayor of Novato, honored Jim Berg and other former police chiefs of Novato and welcomed Mcgill into the community.
We have the actual badge pinning to do, Adam.
At the ceremony, Reagan Candelario, Novato city manager, introduced Mcgill to the people of Novato.
Leave the phone.
During his speech, Mcgill thanked all the Novato police officers for their hard work. Additionally, he honored several of his former co-workers and fellow police chiefs from nearby departments who attended the ceremony. Mcgill was sworn in by Athis, and his daughter Hannah pinned his chief of police badge to his uniform. Mcgill hopes to address the low retention rates of Novato police officers as well as improve community relations after several scandals with former Novato officers. He hopes to make these improvements through inclusiveness and collaboration. Aside from those outliers, Mcgill is very impressed by Novato PD and considers them to be a phenomenal team.
All right, we just want to congratulate Chief Mcgill. We know that he's the right pick, he's the right person at the right time for Novato to lead them now and into the future, and we wish him the best of luck and success.
Well, Novato had a lot in common with where I was in Truckee, with the exception of no snow. So it's a very outdoor-like community, a lot of trails, which I enjoy being outdoors, similar crime rate, and a similar community spirit where people are really connected. So it was a lot to attract me here. A very desirable community to live and work in. Well, I'm looking forward to getting to know the community, both inside the police department and outside in the city, all of our nonprofit groups, because it really takes a partnership with everybody to address crime and quality of life issues. The police can't do that alone, so I'm looking forward to building those relationships. I'm privileged to represent really the men and women of the Novato Police Department that serve our community every day. So it's my honor to lead the organization and support them in any way I can.
And next up,
we have San Lorenzo High School's first annual showcase of student learning, a program that promotes project-based learning throughout the school and created an exciting and engaging open house night.
sure did, Kaylin. Let's take a look.
My name is Diane Santamarina, and I'm the District Administrative Coordinator on assignment at San Lorenzo High School. One of the things that I had the opportunity to do is work with a dynamic team of teachers to create an inaugural event to showcase student work.
This is Mrs. Taggart, Stats Room. Stats is all about the real world. real life.
NUSD has been working really hard at changing instruction to meet the needs of more students. One of the ways we're doing that is through project-based learning. So this event was created to showcase all of that work.
If we start out by digging into a huge spreadsheet, what have you been doing in your life? We turn it into a chart and graphs, and oh my gosh, the colors were amazing.
Our driving question was how we can incorporate math to make a symbol to show diversity and unity in the world.
We address this by having a circle to represent the earth. The triangles are different colors to represent the uniqueness and different thoughts of people on the earth. And then we have a pentagon for 5 sides to represent the word moral, so that's a moral compass.
Just seeing what the kids have come up with when they're put in situations where they are creating things or explaining why they made what they made, and just the critical thinking and a lot of things we're looking for in the graduate profile.
The idea was, how can we use statistics brought forth by the CDC in order to kind of design a plan to save the world from the impending zombie apocalypse.
We were given pretty much no information except for the fact that this many people are infected here, and, figure it out.
How to understand the math.
I guess we all got to experiment in our groups, so different people came up with the same answers in many different ways, which was a good lesson about how you can go about doing math.
It's some great science stuff, some great math things.
So this is one of the tardigrades we isolated, commonly known as a water bear, and they curl up in this ball, and they resist all these crazy changes.
And here are examples of the ton state, and then these small little eggs right here we think are how they reproduce.
So this is our robot from 2008 of the Penguin Empire Robotics Club. We only have 6 weeks in the build season to build, design, and create the entire robot, and then to test it before we're able to actually ship it off to the competition and go compete.
So my hammock is going to be a down hammock, implementing the ideas of a sleeping bag or a down jacket, so that I can have insulation. You don't have to take an underquilt when you go backpacking to reduce the amount of stuff you bring, because you want to minimize as much as possible.
Kids really thinking and explaining, communicating about what they're doing and why they're doing it with real-world meaningful projects is just really exciting.
You will find projects that students have been working on throughout the year, as well as department activities and games.
What are the probabilities and inequities of games?
This is a game called Noctis. This started as our final for the fall semester in stats. We had to make a board game and give all the probabilities and everything about it.
If you take a look at those pictures and cards, the artistry is amazing. Have you ever seen art in mathematics?
Now that we've got a prototype, we're looking to see how we can bring it to market, because it seems like a game that a lot of people really enjoy.
We have silly fun games all the way up to the very serious lecture on civil rights.
Our cookies are the best here! Nobody has macaroons! We're better than that. We have macaroons. We will outsell you!
Over at Uncle Sam's Cookies, we got peanut butter, oatmeal raisin, double chocolate chip, M&M cookies.
What I hope will come out of this event is more of a community awareness of what exactly students are accomplishing with project-based learning. Typically we see the end product of a project, a great poster, a nice PowerPoint, maybe a website, but when you actually have the opportunity to stop and talk to a student about what they learned and how they learned it, that's when you really get to see the depth of learning that our students are experiencing on a regular basis here. It is student focused. We want to share student success here. One of the things I would like to see based on this event is even more engagement and more student involvement in the planning. And that is a target for next year, is to incorporate more student voice.
I have these amazing students that can tell you the real story of what this is all about. It's called life.
The Seroptimus Organization of Novato is the local chapter of the Seroptimus Organization. Their mission is to improve the lives of women and children.
In a recent episode of their show, Sounding Board, produced at NCTV, they interviewed the winners of Violet Richardson Award. This segment focuses on one winner with a love of community service and cats.
The Seroptimus and NCTV would like to congratulate Casey Reinhardt for receiving the Violet Richardson Award. The award is given to young teenage women whose volunteers' activities benefit their community.
And Casey, you've worked for the Marin Humane Society since you were 10 years old, making videos about older cats needing to get adopted. And let's show our audience your film on Blue and Noodle.
Reinhardt makes videos to help older cats get adopted from the Novato Humane Society. Reinhardt has been a longtime volunteer at the shelter before she began to produce her videos. During her time volunteering, she saw older cats who remained at the shelter for months, and sometimes even years. Deeply troubled, she decided to do something about it. Since she began making these films, the shelter's success rate has increased. Her video of 2 cats, Noodle and Blue, resulted in a couple adopting both cats after viewing Reinhardt's video on the Novato Humane Society's Facebook page.
Were you there when they came in?
I wasn't, but they did send me multiple pictures of the cats before and after, and they're looking a lot healthier and happier, and the couple was really happy about it too.
Oh, that must be so satisfying.
Yeah, very much. I was actually in Girl Scouts for a while when I was younger, and we got to do a lot of different things, and one of them was we got to donate to the shelter, and that's kind of when I first got introduced to it. And along with that, when I was younger, I'd always have my mom kind of bring me in and let me visit the cats, kind of as a reward almost sometimes. And I'd get to see these people there and be inspired by them volunteering, and it kind of made me want to go forward and do that.
Reinhardt will first socialize with the cats before she begins to film so the cats can get familiarized with her. She uses a Canon T5i to film and then does all the editing herself. So far, she has made over a dozen videos. Once finalized, Reinhardt's videos are uploaded onto the Novato Humane Society's website and Facebook page.
They have kind of small rooms for the cats rather than cages so that they have more places to roam, which is really nice for them. And I usually go in and I'll sit with the cat first and socialize with it, which is really helpful because it not only helps the cat get used to having me in there, it's actually one of the volunteer positions, and it can help the cats further with the adoption process because they'll be more warmed up to people, as well as when I pull out my camera, which is a little bit bigger. It's a Canon T5i, so they kind of get used to it, and in a lot of my shots you see them come up really close to the camera and kind of sniff around at it, and so it's really nice to see that.
After hearing about a cat sanctuary in Syria, Reinhardt hopes to partner with the Humane Society to bring food, supplies, and possibly even vets to help these cats left in refuge. She intends on continuing this type of work in the next few years of high school, as well as the rest of her life.
Well, Novato is known for having one of the largest 4th of July parades in the Bay Area, and this year,
NCTV worked with the 4th of July Parade Committee to produce a highlight reel and behind-the-scenes featurette to show the committee how rewarding it can be to volunteer in Novato. We hope you enjoy!
I've been here at least 10 years, and every year is great.
So there's a lot of people out here today getting this parade ready. There's a lot of volunteers. I mean, this parade didn't just happen. I've been told there's about 10,000 people that are going to be showing up. And I've noticed, I don't know, over 50-something odd volunteers all working in celebration for the 4th of July. I'm just so appreciative of all the work that all the volunteers have put in.
It's a lot of fun. It's fun working with the people that are in the parade. It's fun working with the other volunteers.
I think our favorite part about the parade is when it's all over. We've been working really hard for a long time, and it's always fun to see it come to fruition and see everybody out from Novato enjoying it.
I think it's incredibly fun. This is our second year doing this, and I just think all the people that do the floats are really nice, so I think it's just fun just seeing them all before they go out.
We have been volunteering at this parade for probably 15 years, at least.
I've been volunteering since they started the parade, which is 24 years ago.
Get off your butt and come help us. We need young people, we need old people, we need teenagers, kids. We need everybody to come out and help, because without volunteers, this parade will never happen.
It's a lot more fun being part of it than it is just watching it. It's giving back to the community. It's getting to know the people in the community, working with people in the community, working with the business people, and it's just a lot of fun.
So this is just an exciting event. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be representing the city of Novato, the school district, and all of our families. And again, Novato celebrates healthy living. This is what it's all about.
See you next year!
NCTV partners with the Chamber
to shine the spotlight on the business in the best community who represents the best that Novato has to offer.
In this segment of In Novato, we'll introduce you to the book place located right here on Grant.
We are a nonprofit used bookstore, and we're operated by the Friends of Marin County Free Library. People can donate their books and materials, and we turn around and sell that, in a sense recycle, and all the money that we raise is given to support the library branches. Our mission is to promote literacy and the joy of reading, and we support critical programs like summer reading and also fund a lot of teen and adult programs and services. At the book place, we receive 2,000 or more donated books, movies, and CDs per week. So the inventory is always changing. We're not the dusty, musty bookstore that you might imagine that we are. People are often surprised at what they find here. It's a great place to donate books, a really great place to shop for books and movies, and a perfect way to support your libraries. We've been a chamber member for approximately 15 years. And what we really appreciate about the Chamber is that they are very helpful with promotion and the networking opportunities they have so that we can get to know our business neighbors. I would recommend that nonprofits join the Chamber because they may not know some of the tips and tricks of how to do business and how to better promote themselves or get their message out to the public. We really want to get the awareness of the book place out, and the fact that all the money that we raise is supporting libraries is, it gives them a good feeling when they come here and shop, plus they get a great deal. The book place is a great place to volunteer. We always need volunteers, particularly working out here in front with customers. So if you have customer service experience and you can give up about 3 hours once a month, we'd love to have you come down and work with us. So we look forward to seeing you down here at the book place, and we hope you'll come and check us out soon. And thanks again to the Chamber for their assistance.
Welcome to All Things Real Estate. My name is Margaret Capranos. I'm a real estate agent with Zephyr Real Estate. We're here today to meet our tax assessor, Richard Benson, and we're going to be talking about real estate taxes. So welcome, Richard.
Thank you. It's great to be here today.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
You are both tax assessor as well as recorder, and also
county clerk. Technically,
I'm the assessor, and not tax assessor, but assessor,
Okay.
recorder, and county clerk. And we do everything from deeds to marriages.
Oh, marriages too. I didn't
Absolutely.
realize that. Okay. Well, see, we're here to learn today about what the assessor does. Tell us a little bit about this, because this is an elected position that you've had now. You're in your second term.
Right. Yep. Second term as an elected, second year of my second term. Been in the office for about 30 years, which seems like a long time, but it goes very fast. And again, we cover both the assessor's office, which does the assessments of property, real property, business and personal property that's locally assessed. And then we do all the recorder's office and the county clerk, which is a variety of licensing and marriages and so forth.
Okay. And you've been with the county since 1985.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. You started out as
an appraiser
As an
one.
appraiser one,
Yeah, and then
okay.
worked my way through the appraisal series and different positions in the office, standards, assistant assessor, and then was elected 6 years ago.
And how many people do you manage in the office?
We have about 80 people in the office.
It's quite a large department.
It's a pretty good sized staff, yeah.
And recently, you presented the tax roll numbers to the Board of Supervisors, presumably.
Yeah, we close the assessment rolls annually every year by the 1st of July, and it's the process that we work on all year as a long-term event. The recorder's office and the clerks kind of work day to day, but the assessor works all year, kind of working ahead to finishing what's going to be the tax bill next year. So we work basically on activities from January 1 through December 31st, and then those activities become the basis for the tax bills that arrive in the following fall. This year, somewhere around September 30.
Now, this money is mostly the county budget, presumably, from property taxes, correct?
The property tax revenue is distributed to cities, counties, but most of it goes to county schools, to the school districts. Only about 17 to 20% goes to the county. Most of the property tax revenue that is received by cities and counties is the largest piece of their discretionary revenue. And in terms of size, for us, it's a very big number. We lead the county in some of the biggest statistics per population. Our role is over $70 billion, which is a very big number.
That is a very big number.
And so on a per person basis or per capita in the county, it leads the state behind, I think, San Francisco and San Mateo County.
Great. So we are a very wealthy county.
Well, it's a pretty expensive county to live in, and the real estate pretty much reflects that.
Correct. I see that all the time. So what we're here today, I find from a lot of the clients that I have, they ask questions.
Novato is full of exciting events and adventures. Keep your eyes open for these special events. And we hope to see you there.
Welcome to the Greek Festival. For the last 46 years, we've been having the festival here, and it's been super exciting to gain the community's love and trust and give back to the community.
Just the way the whole setting is, it is like being in Greece. My favorite part about the festival is the energy.
We really live the Greek life and the Greek culture.
We start this process about end of January, early February, and we invite all of our church community to come and participate in cooking all the different food items that we serve here. We get all that made and frozen, and then we are ready to go.
Bring your friends and family out here. You have a great day. The lucamadas we're making right here, they're the best around. We're making them. I'm not even Greek.
So much from the heart. Everything made with love.
We've been coming here for 3 years and we really enjoy it. So we actually invited our friends from Albany and another friend from San Rafael is showing up. Just a beautiful atmosphere up here.
From the time it begins to the end, to be here, you truly get the flavor of Greece.
Thank you for watching this episode of In Novato. I'm Pam Hazley.
And I'm Kaylin Barber.
And we hope to see you next month. If you have ideas for a show segment or a local event you'd like to feature, we'd love to hear from you. Just send us an email to info@novatotelevision.tv and we'll contact you about possibly airing your show idea or event. Please visit our website to learn more about NCTV and like us on our Facebook page. And be sure to tune in next month to see what your local government, nonprofit businesses, and community volunteers have been working on right here in Novato.
Novato Community Television. NCTV is your local community television station. Any Novato resident, nonprofit, or government agency is welcome to become a member and use the studio's resources to air your programming. NCTV has an experienced staff. We offer hands-on training and internships. We cover school board meetings, city council meetings, and many community events. Membership benefits include studio rental, the use of equipment, instruction on basic videography and editing, and a fun experience. NCTV, channels 26, 27, and 30.
Come see for yourself what NCTV has to offer you.